Hello, America. Welcome to Tuesday Business Alerts. In today's 10-minute program, we are interviewing Catherine Brown, who's the co-founder of Tier 1 Sales Forum. Tier 1 Sales Forum is a unique peer advisory group focused on salespeople, not just salespeople, but your top salespeople. How do you make your really good sales representatives even better? Put them in a group of like-minded, like-skilled people. That's the concept of Tier 1 Sales Forum. And if you have salespeople at all, you are not going to want to miss this one. It's a dandy. So let's get started.
And now, more Tuesday Biz Alerts with Jay Curry and friends.
So, Catherine, thank you for joining us today. I'm very excited to hear your take on this venture that, frankly, the two of us have taken on together, and it's a real pleasure to have you as a partner. What is the Tier 1 Sales Forum?
Thank you. Well, I'm excited to be here and to be building this awesome community of like-minded sales professionals with you. Tier 1 is what is called a role-based, R-O-L-E, a role-based advisory group. So we meet once a month. We have gathered like-minded sales professionals and meet once a month to talk about how to become even better B2B salespeople.
Okay, I like that, obviously. So what types of salespeople is this best suited for? I mean, if I was a CEO, which one of my salespeople, or would I put multiples in?
You would want to put your top performing sales professional in the group that meets once a month with other like-minded, very high performing sales professionals. A couple qualifications are they need to sell business to business. It can be products or services. And they need to be people who are eager to learn and just looking for, how do I make myself 5% better? Since they're already at the top in your organization, you want to invest in them so that they become and stay even the very best, even during these trying times.
So it sounds like this is really the best helping the best. It's almost like good to great. You're really good salespeople, and how they can become great salespeople is by being around and sharing experiences and tools with other very good salespeople. Is that kind of the way?
Right. That's right. So exactly. So what we've seen, what you and I have seen, Jay, so far with it is that people don't even want to give up several hours and participate if they don't think it's going to be amazing and extremely value added, because these people are out closing business and they make a lot of money closing business. So they need to know that they're with like-minded, very capable people who will share generously and confidentially with one another. So some people who are not a fit, this is not a training group. So if you are if you are looking for a way to invest in people who are in the middle of the pack or who are struggling or who are new to the profession, or if you are the manager over those people, this group is not for you. There are other groups we'd love to recommend, happy to give you suggestions around those. But what this is for is an elite group of people who will come together confidentially, help one another, and really grow and elevate together.
One of the really unique parts of this that I enjoy is the part that you play. And it's not a training program. I know you're going to want to emphasize that, but we do have a theme for every month, and you make a presentation about not the best way. This is not about Sandler or any of the others approaches. We're agnostic about that, right?
That's right.
So
that's right. Exactly. What we are is we are brand agnostic, but we're looking at the overarching principles and saying things like best practices on selling on LinkedIn right now. Or so that's not brand specific, right? Or having very strong calls to action, or getting more out of those qualifying questions and speeding up your process and being a little bit more efficient. We're really looking for these little efficiencies that I do a brief teaching around what I've observed, but then we quickly open it up to the group and people share what works for them, because it's really about peers helping each other.
Yeah, that's where the real value comes from. So you make a presentation. I love the one that's coming up next month about what is the title of it, how to do something
Right.
without feeling like a jerk.
Right. How to keep pursuing people without feeling like a jerk. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's great. And you make a 30-minute presentation, and then we go around the room with these high quality salespeople, and they get to talk about what they think about what you said and how they go about doing it. And maybe they'll make comments. You'll get that feedback from everybody in the group about how the member approaches things. So it's really challenging your thoughts, because sometimes really good salespeople, really good anything, whether they're football players or whatever they might be, you think you got it down. And the reality is we can all become better leaders and live better lives. And I love that part of the program. The other thing I like about it and the way that we've structured this is not only do you have the theme that you present, and then we go around and everybody gets to kick around how they go about doing it, but then after that, it's not just tied down to that. We have an hour where they can bring up anything that's bothering them about their sales cycle, or any questions they might have, or any challenges that they might have. And it becomes, I know most business leaders are familiar with EO, Entrepreneur Organization, YPO, Young, or TAB or Vistage. But this is a role focused around salespeople, and they can bring up whatever topics that is bothering them at the time or is challenging them at the time. And they have someone like you, but not only you, they have a group
Other
of
amazing people,
amazing people that have been down this road before to talk to. So these people, these top salespeople, they're going to be really digging deep. Is there confidentiality issues? Can they be honest? How do you handle that?
Yes, I think so. In that time when they go around and help each other, both on the topic of the day as well as the free form time where they raise questions. I have to admit, you were the one day that, we first started talking about this idea together, because you had this idea brewing for such a group. And it is really special. It's important that everyone out there know that we do ask people to sign, basically a personal contract that says that they'll honor the confidentiality of what is shared there, and that this is a special time that's unique. It's for members only, and they can be honest. It seems like it was that interesting combination of ongoing learning and confidentiality among like-minded peers that was one of your driving forces in starting this, right? This is something you had been thinking about for a long time, and then you asked me to participate. So it might be neat for you to share a little bit about how you had the idea for a group like this.
Absolutely. So most people that know me closely know that I had medical problems with my eyes, and I was going to be down for 6 months. So I had a lot of time to think about, my passion is helping CEOs become better leaders, living better lives. And I was just contemplating how what would be the number one thing. And the thing that kept coming back to me is CEOs and business leaders and entrepreneurs want to see their sales increase. And then I thought, well, how about we just help the salespeople that are not very good? Well, that's training. I don't want to be in the training business. That's not anything I could be in. And I thought, hey, we need to get the really good salespeople together and make them great salespeople. Mm-hmm. And to do that, I need to have a really great partner that can deal with that. And that's how, you came up. But that's what it was all about, getting really good people and making them great salespeople. Would you tell us, if somebody wants to learn more about the Tier 1 group, how would they contact you?
Great. So my name is Catherine Brown. So my email is Catherine. It's running along the bottom here. It's CATHERINE. Catherine at tier1salesforum.com. You also can visit our website. There is a downloadable flyer. If you are a salesperson hearing this, you want to take this to your CEO, there's something you can download and take from there. That is a one-pager as a brief. There's also information about upcoming topics, and that site is tier1salesforum.com.
Catherine, thank you for joining us. This is a great story. I'm excited to be involved myself. I'm excited to be a partner of yours in this program. And folks, you got to give it some serious thought. So we got to wrap it up with that. If you enjoyed this program, please follow us and make sure next Tuesday, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, to join us again. This is Jay Curry signing off with be good, be safe, and remember, when CEOs know, companies grow.